Welcome to Denton, Texas, home of the North Texas Mean Green, and the fans have been waiting since early this morning for the clash we have in store. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the AAC. As we'll see, the Memphis Tigers taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Memphis offense will get the first swing of the game. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for him, Coach. So much fun to play with him. A guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active in a weapon.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Doyle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
Memphis will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. So the North Texas Mean Green sends out the offense, and they'll go on the attack for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. North Texas in the hurry up.
Third down coming up.
On third down, going up top. Heaves it deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. North Texas will have to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Boyd. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Conley. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. It's Doyle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for North Texas. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got it on the outside, it's Sheffield. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The run from the shotgun. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. North Texas in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try to pop the draw. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Boyd. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Memphis will be forced to punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
He's got the tight end. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The give on the counter. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, North Texas! That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here, he does a lot of blocking. You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big one. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Going up top on first down. Unloads it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, and live to fight another down.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Quick strike complete. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Tigers are flying down the field. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Offense, quick tempo.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Memphis now operating in the red zone. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Got his man downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
On to attempt the try. right down the boulevard. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. The give from the gun. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. North Texas in the hurry up.
Brings up second down.
He's looking for a man on second down. Got his man quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Wide out in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll heave it deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Evans. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They want to just keep throwing it. And this is going to be incomplete on third. North Texas will have to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throwing catch enough to give them the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He's right on target. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. North Texas in the hurry up. Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. North Texas will have to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
To the air on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. At the 40, there he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Man, this guy's a playmaker, and he does not need a lot of space. Really nice job that time letting the pass rush get upfield, so when he got the football, there was just green grass out and ahead of him, and he made the defense pay.
And when I got a guy like that, man, I just got to find ways to get him past the D-line, right? And then the draw play is a good way to do it. Let them run themselves up the field, and then you can see he's got some serious speed. A lot of speed in space is always a good recipe for offense.
Scanning the field, it's Boyd. Pocket starts to collapse. And it's incomplete on third down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Trying to get to him. On the run, fires downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Myers on the move. Got his man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. The lone back's got it. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
North Texas, 7.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On second down, he'll fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Looking for a crease. It's Evans. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. North Texas really has it going on offense. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Offense lining up quickly. On second down, just keeps firing. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
On to kick it away.
And it'll be down right there. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Tigers want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Boyd. Firing to the right, complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They're backed up just a little, 1st and 10 from their own 19. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he fires over the middle, it's incomplete. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Banks. Nothing but green ahead at the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays.
Memphis.
And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He's going to pass. He's got his man. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on second down.
Second down coming up.
He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Evans. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This is a third and long. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. Getting some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
North Texas will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back. After the misfire, now on second down. Wants to throw, it's Boyd. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires deep toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. After the misfire, it's second and 10. To the ground with the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. North Texas in the hurry up. Third down play from the gun. Trying to beat the D deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. North Texas will have to punt it away. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long. As As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, once upon a time, North Carolina, Virginia was as big as it gets in college football. It is the South's oldest rivalry, and it's now a final. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it, and I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. He's looking to throw it. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He makes a catch. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mean Green.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and you're like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dan?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better.
And that pass intercepted. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
Safeties are in the back, and they have so much ground to cover. You see them. They can go sideline to sideline. Great job reading the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, going making the big turnover.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Evans. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. He's going to pass. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home. That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
4th down coming up.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal.
On the field goal.
Oh, the attempt is no good. They missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6.
North Texas, 14.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, it's Boyd. He lofts one down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun first half? Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at lovely Dat-Q Stadium.
And the Tigers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. North Texas in the hurry up. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. North Texas will have to punt it away. Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And now this offense will take the field again. He'll start this drive firing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Now 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Conley. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
On to kick it away.
Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Boyd. The quick out. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll run play action. Using the quick game. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. North Texas in the hurry up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Coming after him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
North Texas will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Off the play fake. Unloads it left. He caught it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down.
Encroachment. Defense.
Penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is it didn't lose much ground. There's not much left. He'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Memphis.
Touchdown, Memphis.
Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They'll line up to go for 2. Dropping back, it's Boyd. And wings it incomplete. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That keeps the score. Memphis, 26.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Tempo and overdrive. Looking to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Working that left side now. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. First down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
A loss of 11.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The inside handoff. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. North Texas in the hurry up.
On the play. Brings up second down.
On second down, looking again to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. He makes the connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Fires to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Gets it out fast. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Gives it to the back on the draw. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. To the air, it's Boyd. And the missed connection on third down. Memphis will be forced to punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
North Texas in the hurry up. Snap from the gun on third down. He makes the grab. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
It's complete. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking to throw it again. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll keep it himself. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. A third and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, North Texas! He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Memphis, 26. North Texas, 24.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Memphis picking up the tempo. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Fair catch called for and made. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Number 18.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The give to the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game, so if I'm...
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. North Texas in the hurry up.
On the play. 2nd down.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. And this one splits the uprights. And now they take the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They'll run it on the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
To throw, it's Boyd. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. He now has 91 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Off the play fake on 1st down. He turns that loose down the right side.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And here comes the punt team. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the offense turns it over. And talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They move the tight end all over. A 1st down run on the doorstep. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Now on 2nd and goal.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. The give to the lone running back. At the 15, he's loose. He's off to the races. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle, as opposed to linebackers or big defensive players. You get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Nice move to keep moving. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Doyle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Memphis will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last one. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
North Texas will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing into zone defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. On the run, it's Evans. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to get, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it, and all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered on.
Memphis wants to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Boyd. Throws to the wideout. Got it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Memphis! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Number 36.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Wants to go up top. Getting some heat. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the two-point try.
Memphis, 32. North Texas, 27.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse. Move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. Got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on third down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They want that clock to run. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Quick handoff. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking for a man. It's Boyd. Finds his big tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Oh, look out, the ball's free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. To fumble that ball away in the red zone, that is just a shot to the solar plexus.
And you have to know the situation. You've got to know where you are in the game. This late down in the red zone, at all costs, you cannot turn it over. And that's just an example, I think, of a guy trying to do too much, just trying to come up with the highlight-type play at a time where you just got to know the play's over and go down.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. Second and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Evans. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Back to the air one more time. They're trying to get to him. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Brings up second down.
He wants to pass it on second down. Pressure coming. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Third down coming up.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
What a great play by the defense. And a play like that in this situation of the game, late, it's close, 3rd down, you gotta have it. And how about the pass rush? How about the effort getting to the quarterback?
He wants a big play here late. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.